man, what's up, dog? What we on, dog? What's up?
We here.
What we on, dog?
Man, what is good? What is good? It has been a minute.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like when we went live on this, like, you know, when people like randomly pull up to your house, you be like, damn, I didn't know you was here. Like, what's up, man?
Yeah, exactly.
We back.
How y'all doing, bro?
Man, good.
Life been life, but I'm good. I ain't even complaining, man.
It's all good, bro. I feel like the break was needed. Sorry, listeners. Sorry, subscribers. Sorry, viewers. But you know, life is lifing. We got one more time, actually.
and then we back.
We back for good now.
Oh man, homecoming's next week. Shout out to everybody from Memphis, University of Memphis, man. Hey, homecoming. Am I gonna see y'all Negroes? Because I know y'all life been life, and y'all got babies now. Y'all got new babies now. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, Skylar the one with the babies.
Damn, so I'm gonna say, damn, you got breaking news. You ain't talking about it
right now.
I'm just saying, man.
You'll probably see me.
My shirt.
You saw me last year, so hey, it's a good chance. You'll.
No entertain people. Hey, boy, man. I'm excited to see y'all, man. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. We back. You know, happy Saturday. Without further ado, we got a full show for y'all, man. So again, listeners, viewers, we appreciate y'all working with us, and of course, just rocking with us, man. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's get it.
Welcome to Let's Be Real Sports Podcast, presented by Let's Be Real Media. Watch us live on YouTube and Twitter, and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at LBR_media. Also, subscribe to us on any podcasting platform.
What's going on? BLJ here, the best hype man in the NBA. Man, I'm here with Let's Be Real. Tune in. Hello.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. We back with another episode 256 to be exact, man. I'm your highly favored. Emphasis on the high. Emphasis on the high. But now y'all know the vibes, man. At Tab Shakir is where you can find me on all social media except Threads, because why the hell do you have one of those? Speaking of drugs, we got the greatest drug of all time, which is sports. That's what Trevor said. Trev, what's up, bro?
Man, what's up, man? Like we all been saying, life, but we got the most satisfying drug of all, and that's sports. Sports has been probably at an all-time high right now. Emphasis on the high. but yeah, man. What's good, everybody, man? What's up?
And of course, down low, man. Father of two himself.
Father two times. That's what
father two. Who would have known? Boy, I can't wait to tell your kids the stories we had in Vegas.
Well, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Y'all just don't know.
Bro, there's no need for you to bring that up, big dog. Man. That's grown folks' business.
All right, man. But just know when they ask, I will tell them. I got Lito, of course. Man, what's going on, Lito, bro?
Man, it's good night season, fellas. It's getting a little chilly outside.
Yeah.
Talking about it's a great time for sports. It's a lot going on, so I can't wait to jump into it with all of y'all for sure.
Great time for sports. I hate it when the sun goes down to like 6 o'clock though, man.
Yeah, that is kind of trash.
Yeah, that's a buzzkill, but you know, it is what it is, bro. We're definitely in the midst of great sports.
That just means the night jump off quick. That's all. That's how you gotta look at it. That's all.
Not when you're my age.
Or mine, I get it, but still, yeah.
Y'all sound old as hell, bro. We the same age. Shut that shit up,
bro. If you see me yawning at homecoming at 7 o'clock, mind your business, bro. Mind your damn business.
Oh man, Ryan in the comments. What to do, brother?
What up,
What
Ryan?
up, Ryan?
Hey, speaking of Ryan, speaking of sports overall, man, of course, sports at an all-time high right now. And you're gonna need content to learn about sports to get more in depth. That is what we're here for. The Let's Be Real Media. Make sure y'all tap in with our other pods, man. 3 the Harder Way, of course, the up and coming, the dopest sports podcast, Hoops podcast that you can think of, man, for sure. Make sure y'all tap into us. We just got done again with our top 50 ESPN released that BS. Yeah, y'all could have kept that bullshit, but that's per usual. That's per usual. It's clickbait and it's niggas not knowing. He could have just asked us. Hey, we could have done something better than ESPN.
Right.
Yeah, 3 Hardaway could have done a much better job, which they did, in my opinion, than what ESPN did. Honestly,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So yeah, make sure y'all tapped in with us, as well as the Genius Report. Of course, Ryan Harris in the comments about the active fool in there. So again, Ryan, what it do? Real deal with Dame Adams, man. My guy Dame, keep doing what you're doing, brother. He like, man, look, you know, when you be seeing 18 messages in your DMs. Hey, Ryan be going, I mean, Dame be going crazy. Shout out to
what a rough time.
Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to Dame. And of course, man, we're gonna get some content going with Trevor with LBR Gaming. Hey, we got some dubs, man.
Hey, look,
we actually have 4 of us on at one time.
Coming soon. The Alien Brothers, Tev and Trev, bro. Coming soon. Got footage of us in the wreck. Getting buckets and getting W.
Buckets in the wreck, man. We actually, like I said, we actually have 4 of us on, man. So it's we turning up. Pro-Am coming soon. That's all I got to say, man. But
hey,
without further
get with it while you can.
Get with us while you can. Without further ado, normally we'll start off with flowers. We're going to start off with a different flowers. If you're not familiar with the term, it's on you. Go look in the dictionary. But fellas, like Trevor been saying, we have sports. So we want to know which sport got that gas, bro. Who got that gas? Who got that? If you don't know what this means, go ask somebody.
No. If you don't know what they mean, then you clearly don't have the answer to it. So
you use context clues.
Yeah, let me start first, bro. Can y'all see this shirt? Can y'all see?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he got that shirt. I'm hating right now. I'm hating.
I had to comment. So if you're gonna ask me who got the gas, the WNBA has been blowing us down, bro. Like, what an amazing final series that we have between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty. It's been great play after great play. We've had 4 games thus far. The only game that wasn't a close game was, I think, just game 2. But between Breonna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Nafisa Collier, Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, like all of them, like what they've delivered in these finals, bro, it's been insane. It's been definitely like worth just sitting there just watching, like just good hoops, bro. Like, so if you ask me who got their gas, it's definitely the WNBA. And I just think not even just the finals, but the totality of the season thus far. You talk about like everything that's happened, all the great performances that we've seen, all these great teams. It's been really good, and I'm really happy for that sport. I hope it continues to grow after the season that they have. Hashtag find a new commissioner. But no, I'm just really happy for I'm really happy for those ladies for sure, bro. They've been holding it down going into this fall season. So I'm happy for their league, happy for the finals. Game 5 is on Sunday. I don't know how I'm gonna do that with the Steelers and the Jets at the same time. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. But man, it's been good. It's been good, bro. Again, it's good hoops, right? We all love basketball, regardless if it's male or female. We're gonna talk about it if you're balling. And so the WNBA definitely been holding that gas for sure.
And we are going to talk a little bit more about the WNBA Finals too, because I definitely want to get you guys' opinions on who's going to win. But on 3 the Harder Way, we definitely said that this is, ain't no arguable about we taking that BS off. This is the greatest season for the WNBA, and it could have come at a better time, especially with the Olympics going on with, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese coming over to the WNBA, bringing just a different fan base. And then, them actually playing good basketball. I think, like I said, you got a proud of his success. You just got to get that new leadership going. Just leadership is everything. It's everything.
Oh, man. As far as with me, man, it's without question, whoever decided to do this conference realignment is some freaking geniuses. College football from week 1 has been on edge. Like every game has been competitive. Every game has been close. You've had upsets here and there. We watching Colorado every single week doing their thing, regardless of how their record is looking. whoever decided to bring Texas and Oklahoma aboard the SEC, kudos to y'all. Whoever decided to expand the Big Ten, kudos to y'all. Like everything has been great, and it's just gonna keep getting better even this week because we got 2 big games today. You got the Vols and Alabama playing in Neyland for the first time since the infamous game in 2022. You got Georgia at Texas. Toops Texas Longhorns looking arguably like the best team in the country right now. So we'll see what happens going forward, man. But overall, man, just college football has just been great. I think a couple weeks ago we had like maybe 3 upsets, of course, with the Vols going down to Arkansas, Alabama losing to Vandy, and basically doing everything the Vols did back in 2022. I wonder how it was in Nashville that week with them taking the goalpost and dragging it down the street because
I'll put that in the river, bro.
Crazy, yeah. That was just crazy. But not even with that, just like everywhere else, not just with the Big Ten or the SEC, just everyone, all the other conferences that are actually fighting for those last group 5 spots for the college football playoffs. So like college football has been great. That's all I can say about that. And I'll touch briefly on baseball for those that care. Like since the MLB playoffs have started, like every single game has been just top notch. I always tell people if you're going to get into baseball, wait until the playoffs because at 162 games, that is a grind, but it's an ultimate payoff in the end. What I do mean, like every series has gone at least before the ALCS. Every series has gone at least 4 games. You had the Guardians, who's looking like pretty much everyone's underdog at this point. You got the Dodgers, who's just looking dominant right now with Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. The Yankees, of course, are starting to hit things striving. Big ups to them. The Mets have been a good story. They've had a roller coaster season. Now they're starting to get hot. Another big time story was the Detroit Tigers. No one expected them to even have a shot at the playoffs, but not only do they actually get a wild card spot, they actually make some noise by knocking off the Astros and took Cleveland to basically a 5th game in the best of 5 in the division series. So sports, man, definitely got that gas right now. So college football is definitely where it's at right now.
Man, y'all got some pressure, bro. Y'all got some pressure, and what y'all got, is making me cough. And that's the biggest compliment that you can give a smoker. You know what I'm saying? And I got some too. You know what I'm saying? I got some pressure myself. And it is actually Trevor. It's the WWE. I never thought I'd be watching wrestling again.
WWE is the new MCU. I'm trying to tell you.
I was not on my bingo card for you today.
I am hooked. They got me again. I feel like Trevor been saying for the last year and a half, I feel like a kid watching the wrestlers again. They got, this whole bloodline thing is taking over, and I'm completely indulged in it. They got beautiful black women wrestlers that's out here doing their thing. They got guys that's on the come up as well. The storyline is storylining. Shout out to Triple H and what's my guy, Shawn Michaels, for doing NXT as well, because they have a combination as well. And what they're doing, the combination is how you're supposed to do it.
They asked Shawn about this, but I think he capped it. Bro, be on that Explore page on IG trying to find some women, bro. Because if you see especially these black women, boy. Bro, he be capping that Explore page, bro. He's lying when he say he hadn't looked at it. He got somebody on that social media team looking at the Explore page, like real talk.
You said he went with Sexy Red for a reason, huh?
Hey, yo.
I mean, if Trev said I'm here with him, we're going to call it spade a spade. Let's be real about it. But shout out to wrestling, man. Like I said, just storyline and after storyline are doing their thing for sure. The Rock still doing his thing in it as well. I think I found my favorite wrestler, though. And we can definitely get going with the next and everything else. But dog, that damn Jacob Fatu, I think he's my favorite wrestler, bro. If they don't nerf him and let him go crazy like I know he can be the best wrestler in this club. But that's just
I'll bring some context. I'll bring some context to Skylar on Jacob Fatu. He's basically a nigga that's like hella athletic.
Okay.
He's got dreads and he wrestles with a grill in his mouth.
Hey, yo, like damn.
but he has the shape of an offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's built like a lineman,
which is crazy.
And he's hella athletic.
It's
and when I mean by athletic, he's doing flips and shit.
Like when people say that offensive linemen are the most athletic in the game, I believe it when I watch things like him.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
I'll send you a video, bro. I'll send you a video.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say like y'all's
you.
description. Usually, when somebody try to describe something to me, I can try to picture that in my head. Y'all just threw me with the lineman. I saw a black nigga with dreads, with the grill in his mouth. Yeah, I'm cool with it. But then you said built like a lineman. I wasn't ready for that one, so I gotta tap in and see what's going on.
So of course,
shout out. We got you, bro. We'll see you footage of him in action.
We got you.
Like, damn, bro.
Nigga, nipple. Again, man, shout out to all the sports, of course. NBA starts Tuesday as well. And I can't wait to get a bag in prize picks because I've been getting a bag in football already, just practicing. I can't wait to bust basketball upside their head. I can't wait. But let's go ahead and bring this mud down. Unfortunately, fellas, we do have to do a post check amongst our favorite NFL teams. Ex-favorite NFL teams in my case. Because y'all tried me. Y'all tried it with the Panthers won against the Raiders. Okay. The Raiders looking probably worse than them because Panthers ain't won since then. But that's the post check. Everybody injured on my ex team. It is what it is. We looking like they're gonna get the number 1 pick again. It is what it is. Just gonna be a matter of who want to play for them.
So they'll have their pick this year, right? If I'm not
mistaken. Yeah, they got their pick, but I don't believe we have our second pick because it still goes to Chicago.
Okay, well, if you have your first pick, Travis Hunter. It's like
you think I don't want Spencer James on my team? Come on, bro. I need him. I need him.
Two things for me. One, I kept hearing you saying they and we. I need you to help us understand what side of the fence that you're on.
I'm still trying to get used to this break that we're on. Okay, so when I say we, it's still me getting used to it, but they ass.
Okay, so then to answer the question, there's no pulse.
You could be like one of my buddies. Shout out to my boy Willie for the All Purpose Podcast, who completely jumped off the Cowboys bandwagon. He said he was done. So you get, hey, if you want to go that route and be a free agent, hey, I don't blame you. So it is what it is.
Let's just say that the Panthers have played teams that I've also enjoyed watching. Outside of the Falcons, I'm watching that BS. I know we're finna get our butts with. Hey, shout out to Kirko too, man. I hate he got that Falcons jersey on. I hate it with a passion, but shout out to Kirko.
I'm sorry, bro, but every time he does something great, I just start playing So Icy by Gucci and Jeezy. Like that's their main theme song. I'm sorry, just because of what he did.
Yeah, I was rocking with Kirko until I saw him try to swag surf a couple weeks ago. At that point, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
The swag surf is over, bro.
It's over. I will give him this. At least he was on beat, unlike everybody else that be trying to swag surf. I will give him that much, but that's all I'm giving.
Yeah, saying he was on beat is a stretch. Saying he was on beat was a stretch, but it is what it is. That swag surfer was pretty terrible. Makes me not even want to listen to the song no more.
We should have been stopped listening to the song where everyone else was doing it terribly. But hey,
facts.
Yeah,
I think it's our fault. I'm sorry. I think it's our fault.
You know our Caucasian brethren always find stuff 10 years too late. So,
but none of us, out of all the videos I've seen, none of us have stepped up to the plate and actually showed. I've tried. I've tried.
What a funny way to look at that. You're right? Because at some point, like you see your kid doing something wrong. If you expect better of them, then you have to do what? You have to call it out. That's a teaching. That's a learning moment. And you're right too. And
if they don't know, they just don't know.
We also have to stop playing it at every single event. That'd be the other thing. Like if I'm going to church and I hear you playing swag surfing, so something's wrong, bro. Like,
something's definitely wrong.
What he said
in church, something definitely wrong.
He said Jesus walked on water. He swag surfed. Okay, Trev, I'm sorry. Trev, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Somebody take the mic. Go ahead, Trev.
Pulse check, gentlemen.
I can't follow that, bro. I can't follow that.
Pulse check.
I'm sorry, Trev.
Bro said Jesus ain't walk on water. You swag.
Put it on the shirt. Put
Put
it
it
on the shirt.
Underdog.
shirt on.
Underdog, put it on the shirt, man. Oh man.
I'll start, man.
Y'all, man.
I'll
I miss
start,
y'all.
man. So Steelers are 4-2, and I realized I've matured as a fan. I feel like
Okay.
6-7 years ago, I'm like, I found issues with the 4-2. At 32, with 2 kids, I'm just like, I'll take 4-2, bro. This is like I'm in my space, and Shark, I'm learning this from Sharky. Sharky used to he used to try to
Shots
coach and teach himself to not be so heavily invested in the football team because you know that they're going to wreck your mood. You know that you got to break up with them or some. There's a threat of a breakup or divorce. Like Tuggy knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'll take the 4-2,
Shout out to
right?
Mac shit.
The Steelers are 4-2. They please not talk. Let me not talk about me going up to Pittsburgh and then losing to the Cowboys. I'm still emotionally upset about that one.
Oh,
But
I'm hurt by that too.
yeah,
So
but I'll take the 4-2, right? Again, I talked about before the season started that between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, they're better than what we had last year. If that alone is enough for me to be like, you know what, I'll take it. So I like what Justin Fields has done. I'm not completely siding with Mike Tomlin and the team's organization, the organization's decision to move on to Russell Wilson in this particular game. I think Justin Fields has shown you enough. He's done enough to at least warrant another game or two. He's played well. I think 10 total touchdowns, only 1 interception. There's a couple fumbles in there, but I think he's done enough for you to warrant him to get another game or two. Like now, granted, what I've been not as impressed with Justin Fields is his ability to consistently push the ball downfield. I talk about it all the time. George Pickens, in my opinion, should get 11 to 12 targets every single game, and he's not getting that. There's also issues with finding a number 2 receiver, so there's issues there. But the reason I feel like Justin Fields at least needs to start another game or two is for the simple fact that the Steelers' offensive line is not playing well, and they're extremely injured. I think at one point we were starting 3 rookies. 2 or 3 rookies. I think we're now down to our 3rd center for the season. There's that. Roderick Jones, right tackle. Lord Jesus, he picks and chooses when he wants to play football. Defenses, I think they're still middle of the pack. TJ Watt is still a beast, and so long as you have him, you're going to win some games. I just feel like Justin Fields has done at least enough to play this upcoming Jets game on Sunday. And then you kind of figure out from there, how does he look against that team, against that defense. But at the end of the day, I'll take 4-2. Some teams aren't 4-2. Some teams are 1-5. Some teams are moving off the quarterback after the 2nd year. Some teams don't even know who their quarterback is. So I'll take it. So as long as we can continue to kind of at least make the playoffs, and we'll see how things go on from there. I mean, look at the Cleveland Browns, right? I could beat the Cleveland Browns. I'm not. I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I'm good.
Hold on, somebody. I had them finishing in last in our AFC North episode, so stay woke. But yeah, I couldn't echo Scott's sentiments even more clearly there when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've just learned to just be grateful. 4-2 is 4-2. You just take it and just keep it moving. I didn't even watch last week because I was like, okay, between them and the Vols giving me a heart attack every Saturday and Sunday, I was like, something got to give. I had to take a step back on them. So chose not to watch this past Sunday, but I saw they actually put up 30, which was shocking to me. So, but yeah, Justin Fields has played great. I think, honestly and truthfully, you kind of let him finish out the first half of the season because I think we have 2 more games and then we're going on our bye. And I think you would use the bye to maybe make a decision if you're just going to roll with Justin Fields the whole way, or if you want to make the switch over to Russell Wilson just to see, especially with that second half of that schedule, which is pretty much brutal coming up. So, but yeah, again, I'll take 4-2. The defense has not been as dominant as probably we would expect, but they're still middle of the pack. You still got TJ Watt. You got Cam Hayward that's turning back the clock a little bit, who's actually playing pretty well. And Minka is actually back to being Minka Fitzpatrick. So as long as that defense is playing well, games are going to be competitive. The offensive side of the ball, we'll see. I'm not I'm starting just a little bit to maybe think that George Pickens is maybe not a number one. He's probably a strong 2. I think he can still be a 1, but I really don't know right now because he's not getting his targets. I'm with Skylar. Like, George Pickens should get at least 11 to 12 targets a game. Like, it's not even a question. That's your best wide receiver right now. But we'll see what happens. Of course, there's room. They're tied to every rumor with every wide receiver at this point. So we'll see what happens going forward in the second half of the season. But again, 4-2 is 4-2. So we'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, I want you gentlemen to promise me something. And if you can't promise me, then it'll let me know what type of man you are. Just being straight up. When y'all win 10 games this season, can y'all not sound depressed about it? Because I've had to endure y'all BS the last 2 seasons of winning 10 games and not be sad about it. Meanwhile, Lito, you taking little subtle shots. I don't have a favorite NFL team, so it don't hurt that much. But at the same time, there are teams that are 1-5. There are teams that don't know who the hell they're about to be quarterback. Hell, y'all don't even know who's gonna be our real quarterback going forward. And y'all still no. And y'all still gonna win 10 games. Y'all still gonna win 10 games. And I don't want y'all to be depressed about it. So I want y'all to promise me when y'all win 10 games, I want y'all to come on this podcast and actually sound enthused at the fact that y'all won 10 games. And I'm done. Yes or no?
I'm not promising that to you.
I know what kind of man you are.
Here's I don't make promises I can't keep. Here's why though. You have to remember, like we're still on an active streak of Mike Tomlin finishing at 500 or better for 18 straight seasons. I think only one season where he actually didn't make the playoffs. So it's cool to be grateful and good to win 10 games and get to the playoffs. But when you know you're going to run into someone that's probably going to mop the floor with you, because if you look at what Mike Tomlin has done over the past few seasons, since 2016, that was the last time the Steelers were in the AFC Championship, we usually have gone out in the first round. And the one thing that Mike Tomlin is actually known for and preached about, defense, usually doesn't show up in the playoffs because we've given up 30 plus in every single game since 2016. So it's kind of like, yeah, we want to be happy. Yeah, the Steelers won 10 games, but it's like, all right, here we go again. We're going to run into either the Bills or the Chiefs, and they probably going to put up 30 plus, and we're out in the first round again. So it's more like, yeah, we're cool with 10-7, but it's like we know what's over the horizon. It's like we're on the Titanic, but we know the iceberg is coming. And that iceberg is either Buffalo or the Chiefs. They just gonna mop the floor with us on putting up 30 plus. Now, if that changes, then yeah, we'll be like, all right, cool. And I think if we were to get in the playoffs this season, we probably have a better chance. Because let's be honest, nobody in the AFC has really looked remotely great outside of the Kansas City Chiefs. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, for me, context matters, right? That's why I can't promise that to you, because I would be content with 10-7. Like, you could hear me come on this podcast and be, extremely happy that we were at 10-7. But it's a lot of what Trevor said. It's getting to the playoffs, and it's not necessarily we're losing, right? Because I understand, and I can be real and say that the Steelers aren't the best team in the AFC, or they aren't probably top 2 or 3. I can accept that. It's when we get there, we're blown out. Right. It's almost as if like I'm embarrassed. Like that's the part that I don't like. If I'm losing, bet, cool, fine. As long as we're competitive, cool, bet, fine. It's just I don't want to get to the playoffs and it's like, yo, like we're getting blown out again. Like it would be totally different if we had made it to the playoffs. There was a stretch where we won a game. We haven't won a playoff game since I think 2016. That's a very long time from now. And then not only have we not won a game, but we're getting blown out by like at least 20-25, right? That's the part that's frustrating as a Steelers fan to me. And that's what Trevor is saying too. So I can't promise you that, but again, context matters. Let's say we get there and we play, I don't know, I'm just throwing the team out there. We play the Jets and we, maybe lose by a field goal, or we actually beat the Chiefs and we lose the Chiefs.
The Jets.
The Jets, right. And we lose the next game to the Bills. I'm fine with that. Like, I'll take that, right? It's the fact that we're getting there every single year and you're getting blown out. That's the part that's frustrating.
Y'all making me sick. Whatever.
And we all know if in sports, either you need to be really good or really bad. Like being in the middle is not where you want to be, and that's where the Steelers are every single year.
Exactly. That is the worst place to be as a sports franchise.
All right, maybe I'm just talking on, just the other side of the grass. The grass is greener type ish, whatever
Grass
the
is not
term
always
is.
green. I don't know who said that. Grass is not always green.
It is not always green on the other side, buddy.
Yeah, but still, if it looked greener, then I gotta assume it is greener. But
Hey, you may think it's some gas, but it might be some mid. So
I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Sheesh.
Oh, good one.
Trevor 1-2-0.
He got me. I can see.
Got you.
I can see. He got me. He got me on that one, man. All right, I'm gonna concede again to y'all gentlemen, but real quick again, Queens of the Court, man. I believe the WNBA goes to 5 games in the finals, right?
Correct. Moving to
correct.
7
It's
next
the best
year.
of 5.
Moving to 7 next year, right? So who y'all got winning the WNBA finals this year?
Trevor, you go first because I still don't know.
I honestly don't know either. Every game, like Skylar said, we talked about earlier, every game's been competitive except game 2 for that matter. I think the Liberty got it, man. It's just like when you look at one team, it just seems like they may be a team of destiny or things of that nature. Like just watching, I think it was game 3 alone. Kind of convinced. Just seeing what Breonna Stewart's doing, seeing what Sabrina Ionescu is doing. I just think that it may be their time. I think it's New York's time to possibly take it. I think this goes 5, and it would not surprise me if Minnesota took it because Minnesota got some hoopers on that side as well, with Nafisha Collier and company. But overall, man, it's been a great series. I've enjoyed it since game 1. It's been tough trying to catch them as well as catch the baseball playoffs because for some reason they come on at the same time, which I hate, but it is what it is. I'm giving the slight edge, and I do mean slight. I'm gonna give it to New York. I think New York takes it in 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk out of both sides of my neck. I think the Liberty win. It's a home game. Breonna Stewart didn't have an efficient game 4. I don't see that happening again in game 5. Sabrina Ionescu was kind of pedestrian in game 4. I just don't see that happening 2 consecutive games in a row. And again, shout out to that shot she hit in game 3, bro. Those 2 threes that she hit in that final 60 seconds is disgusting. Like that girl can hoop. And we talk about shooters and we talk about what we want Caitlin Clark to be. Sabrina Ionescu was it, and she's been there for a very long time.
Let's let them know.
But where I talk out the other side of my neck is like I feel like I want the Minnesota Lynx to win. I just like that team, bro. Like, and again, I tweeted about this a few months ago. Like every season, every WNBA season, I try to find a new player to watch. Like, all right, we have the Asia Wilsons of the world, Breonna Stewart's, and Arika Ogunbowale, all these great talents. But then I was like, let me find a talent that I necessarily don't watch. And Nafisha Collier was it. Like she stood out from jump, and she has been hooping all season. It's just like, damn, like I kind of want her to win. I really want her to win. And then you think about if you think about it traditionally, like the Minnesota Lynx has been that team in the league. Like you think about that stretch where they had Lindsey Whalen and Maya Moore, Simone Augustus. Like come on, bro. And again, just understanding the talent that Nafisha Collier is just like like she fits right along with that. So like I think the Liberty are going to win, but I want the Minnesota Lynx to win. So at that point, I'm just gonna kick my feet up, watch a good game, and I hope we get another buzzer beater.
And enjoy the outcome. That's about all you can do.
I like it. I like the fact that the story's been written, even taking it back to earlier the episode when I brought up wrestling with Roman Reigns taking a foul. Man, I really, just as a WNBA supporter, I really thought coming into the season that the Aces were the best team in the league. I thought they were headed towards a dynasty, and then they lose. So now we got the Liberty or the Lynx looking to win, and like I want it to be the Liberty because I feel like on the other side of the world you got the Liberty, and you got this out of the world, the Aces. And I want them next year to kind of get that collision on as far as saying, like, okay, who's the best dynasty? Because like I said, coming to the season, average fan, Aces should have, they should be in the NBA Finals. But I also know the talent that the Liberty got on their team. Like, both teams are stacked. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like Lakers Celtics kind of back in the day. When you got the young teams like the Lynx, what I'm saying, that's trying to take over as well. But I want to see that Aces Liberty kind of match up in the WNBA Finals next year as to, can the Aces get that title back? What y'all think about that? I know we kind of foreshadowing. Sorry if I'm disrespecting the ladies that's
no, it's cool. For the Aces this year, and this again, it's tough to three-peat. That's number one. So your mindset of coming into the season with the Aces being the best team in basketball, I mean, that was legit because they had won back to back. But this year was just like not the greatest year for them. I mean, Asia Wilson, of course, was Asia Wilson. I mean, that's nothing to talk about there, but they just didn't have enough depth. That's essentially what hurt.
Agree.
Yeah, they didn't have enough depth, but I think they're gonna look to retool. They'll be back next year. They need a strong number 2 right now. I mean,
Kelsey Plum, the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was there. Yeah, so Kelsey Plum had a strong season. They've been without Chelsea Gray for most of the season as well, and then you had everything else with all the off the court stuff going on with the Aces as well. So it was just too much for them to overcome. You asked them to overcome all that, and then on top of that, have the same type of fight and hunger that they had with the first 2 championships. That's just a lot to overcome, and we'll see. They'll be back, so we'll see what happens in the offseason, what changes are going to be made, and hopefully, to your point too, we may get that Aces Liberty round 2 again in the finals. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Trevor, I think they kind of got at the gate a little slow because didn't Chelsea Gray start? She came into the season injured, so it kind of took her a while to get back to just kind of get back in the flow of things. I think that's context as well. But then again, like, not making excuses, but then you just think about, like, there were teams that were, in my opinion, from what I've seen, that kind of that had a good season that I kind of didn't expect. Right, Minnesota, good, but I didn't expect them to have the season that they did. Seattle, understanding that they were good, but had a really good season. The Indiana Fever. So, like, I think games where it was, easy wins for the Liberty, easy wins for the Aces. And again, you think about how the season, to what Trevor just said, everything that happened with the Aces this season, and where you could probably bank on easier wins, understanding that there's a whole lot more talent now in the WNBA across all these different teams. It's now you gotta be ready. You gotta come out hungry. You gotta come out like ready to win each and every game, because you can't just walk onto a WNBA floor now and just think that you're gonna win. Like, even the Atlanta Dream, like, were really, really good. They kind of started off injured or whatever, but like injured, So like, I just think I think at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is you got to think about the totality and the talent that's now in the WNBA, and you got to come out ready. And I just think the Aces didn't do that this year.
Cool. Appreciate y'all on that. And real quick, LA Sparks, y'all better be a year away from being a year away next year. That's all I got to say.
They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. Because the Cameron Brink is gonna come back. They'll get a top pick. Rakia Jackson, good Lord Jesus. Hey, bro.
I need them to be a year away from being a year away next year.
They're gonna be good next year. I'm telling you.
I can insert myself in this, man.
Rakia Jackson got their work. She's good. They're gonna be good next year.
Hold on, Chris. Brought a good. Speaking of the WNBA, who's getting Paige Beckers, man?
Whoever has the top.
Whoever has the top pick at this point.
Whoever has the top pick. Because
LA, not coming out. You need to be a year away from being a year away.
Because Juju got another year before she comes out.
Juju got another year. What a story that would be if that's where she landed. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Hey, Mike. Hey, shout out to Mike, man. We tapped in all around, man. You with Spark Nation, man. I'm with Spark Nation too, man. Let's get it. So let's move back to the field, the gridiron, real quick. College football. I know y'all got a few games in mind that you guys want to talk about. Y'all go right at it.
Well, starting no better than the SEC right now. I'll start off with your Texas Longhorns. Of course, they're the number 1 team in the country right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they're pretty much set. Like Quinn Ayers has been really good, and of course he had his injury and he missed pretty much a game and a half. But Arch Manning came in there, and it was like they didn't miss a beat. Texas is going to be formidable going forward. They got something special in Arch Manning. I'm just going to keep it a buck there. So they're playing Georgia today, and another game.
Who you got winning?
Pretty much,
Who y'all got winning?
Georgia hasn't been the same, obviously, since they lost to Alabama. Because if y'all watched that game a couple weeks ago, Alabama came.
What a game, by the way.
That was a great game. Alabama came and smacked them early, but Georgia nearly pulled off probably the greatest comeback ever. They were down, if I'm not mistaken, they were down like 28-0. So this is actually a huge test for Texas as well. If Texas can come out and show why they're the best team in the country, I think this game is good. I'm gonna give the edge to Texas. If I want to put a score on it, I'm going to go 24-21 Texas. I think Georgia gives them a game, but ultimately Texas pulls away.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. And I think I'll just naturally ride with Texas just because it's a home game for them. And I mean, they've also looked like the better team throughout a majority of the year. And they actually look like the best team in the country. But understanding how well Kirby Smart gets his teams up for games like this, he's just naturally, I won't say naturally, but he just doesn't do well against Alabama for the most part. So you kind of understand that's going to happen. But I think for the most part, he gets his teams up for every other game. But I just think that Texas is so loaded. They're at home. I think they have College Game Day, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what College Game Day is. I hadn't checked in today. But I think that's enough, right? I think Texas is going to win the game. And I just think overall, like college football, to what Trevor said earlier in the pod, like, it's been really, really good. Like I'm so glad that we've had, like, we talk about the bad that comes with conference realignment, but we don't talk about like when it's in the moment how good it is. And as a sports fan, as a football fan, you watch every single Saturday. There's there's at least 2 or 3 top 15, top 25 matchups in the country, and just thinking about like the fans that's going out to go support all of these teams. And the good play that we're getting attached to that as well. It's just like, like, what a good time to be a sports fan. So college football is definitely, they've been on one for sure.
I think Mike just confirmed they're in Austin today for
Austin. I just looked that up.
Yeah. Oh man. So next up, of course, staying in the SEC, we got my Vols of Tennessee matching up against University of Alabama in what is pretty much, if you still want to call it, an elimination game. Like, if the loser of this game more than likely will have a tough time trying to get in the college football playoff. Both started off strong. Both took, I wouldn't necessarily say a bad loss, but it's
Bama's
better.
A bad loss.
I'll be real. We'll say a bad loss. We'll say a bad loss. I think obviously UT was better than Arkansas. They just didn't show it. And then, of course, Vanderbilt knocking off Alabama. So this game right here, of course, I had circled. This is I'm not sure what UT team I'm actually going to get this week. Josh Heupel sometimes scares me as far as what his play calling is concerned, especially with Nico back there. So we'll see what happens. We know it's the first game in Neyland since the game, of course, in 2022. Jalen Milroe, of course, has been up and down as well for Alabama, but they're ready. I'm not sure what Tennessee I'm gonna get this week. I hope that with them beating Florida last week, we'll probably get something similar to that. But man, this is gonna be tough too. I honestly think it's gonna be similar to 2022. It's gonna be high scoring. I think basically whoever gets the ball last is pretty much just gonna win this one. And I think eventually Tennessee pulls through, and I'm gonna go I'm gonna keep it at 3, just kind of keep it consistent. I'm going 45-42 Vols.
Damn,
Damn.
they running a score up. I mean,
Yeah.
it happened.
I did. Yeah, I think this is. I think this joint is
Outside
gonna be
of
high. I
the
think this joint is gonna be high scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what would probably whoever, and I think another thing, whoever wins the trenches pretty much is gonna win this game.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That's high scoring as hell, though, Trev.
Yeah, but low-key, if you think about it, to his point though, Georgia, Alabama was what didn't both teams score at least 30 or 40? If I'm not mistaken, or close to it.
Yeah, it was
so
close
like,
to it.
if you think about like naturally, you think that Georgia and Alabama have pretty good defenses, and I think talent alone on the offensive side of the ball just kind of overtook the defense.
Right, Mike.
Right.
This is optional.
I'm not sure. Like I think Alabama wins this game. I just think that understanding the talent that is Jalen Miro, Ryan Williams, I think that's his name, that the freshman wide receiver for Alabama.
Yeah,
has got that work, bro. Like, kid, that is a baller, bro. A freshman playing college football.
Shout out Serena. That's the actual cousin, by the way. So,
okay. Look at that, small world.
Yeah,
I think Alabama's going to win, just because I think just natural talent alone, and I think they're still trying to. They didn't bounce back well after the Vanderbilt loss last week. They still won, but I still think they're trying to get things back moving and grooving. So, I think this is a step up in competition for them. This is them trying to step their place in the college football playoff potentially, as Trevor mentioned earlier. So, I think Alabama's going to win.
Cool. Trev, got anything else?
I'm trying to see if there are any big time games. Please forgive me if I
them two the only one that matter.
I'm not sure. And not looking at it now, I'm probably right. Yeah, let's just we can move on. No, because I'm looking at the schedule today. Yeah, we can move on. We can move on.
Real quick, I guess, Lito, we gonna win our homecoming game.
Who does Memphis play?
North Texas. No, Charlotte.
Hey,
shout out to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Shout out to
North
Charlotte.
Texas good.
They're 5-1.
Oh yeah, because they have a pretty good offense, don't it?
Yeah.
It is at home. Brian Silverfield does win. Brian Silverfield does play. He does get his team up for home games. I'll say yeah. I think they should. Defense has played pretty good outside of the Navy game. I think it was
the Navy game. Yeah.
Hey,
again, they got a strong chance to get in the playoff. Like, I think the Navy loss actually would help because
you think so?
Hey, bro, I'm not getting my expectations up about the Tigers no more. I'm not.
Okay.
Don't do that.
There's a possibility. I'm not saying.
I mean, it's homecoming next week, bro. We gotta have.
I'm
saying. I'm more than likely not even going to the game, so you can stop saying that.
Me neither. I never do.
I'm literally going for the tailgate.
Mike says Miami and Louisville's a big game. Howard hosts TSU. Okay, some HBCU love. That's what's up. Big shout out. I don't know, man. Miami's been up and down for me, man. I really want to get behind them, but every time they look as though they're going to actually be great, they usually fall on their face, man. I don't know what to make of Cam Ward. But I'm gonna take your word at that, Mike. I might check that game out. So
should be good.
And shout out to Cap, Cap in the building.
Oh well,
you got Roll Tide in this thing. All right, bet. Let's move on. Hey, damn. Flowers. I know we do flowers, but shout out to my guy Cam Newton for working with First Take. I'm still not watching.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Cam. For real.
Did y'all see the clip of him barking on First Take yesterday?
Shout out to my guy Cam Newton. Still not watching, but hey.
Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for drinking gin and juice on First Take. I was like, hey, bro. Between Snoop Dogg and Glorilla, those two have been everywhere in the past like 6 months.
And ironically enough, they're still his fans. So, also good point now, Cap. Yes, Colorado has a
daytime game.
What's considered a daytime game for them, bro? That be playing at like 2:00 in the morning. I'd be like,
I need to see when they're coming out here again, so I can know them fans. Well, that shit was the time of my life, knowing them ASU fans at the Colorado game. I called it the Colorado game.
Shout out to TSU.
Damn, do they play SU this year? Damn, they don't. I guess it was a one-time thing. Shout out to God. Okay, my bad, y'all. No, I just had to look that up, man. Y'all, I told y'all the story when I went to the SU game last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on along. Talk a little baseball. I know y'all wanted to talk a little bit about baseball. I believe the World Series is about to begin soon. But
how soon? We're not sure, but I could take a stab at this. So we got the of course the Guardians and the Yankees, who's probably having the best series thus far in the entire playoffs. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Yankees fan. It's just basically everything that you would look for in a baseball game is there. I think Skylar, of course, pointed this out well in the beginning. It's not just so much as far as the baseball itself, but it's like a chess match, basically, like how teams are going to react to certain things, how they make adjustments between games and things of that nature. You've had the Yankees, whose bullpen has pretty much been unhittable, excuse me, for most of the playoffs. And then you saw what happened in Game 3 with Cleveland pretty much coming back and taking that. You had the Guardians closer, Emmanuel Clase, who's pretty much the best closer in all of baseball, who is pretty much getting rocked right now, who can't hit anybody out. And then on the other side with the National League, of course, the Dodgers, who's looked like the best team in baseball, of course, got the most attractive person in baseball right now, Shohei Ohtani, who's just birds from another planet. I'm just gonna keep it above. Shohei Ohtani is just on another world. And then you got the Mets, who, as I mentioned earlier, had a up and down season for the most part. Didn't think that they would be in this situation, and now they got hot. They just won last night to kind of even it. I wouldn't necessarily say even it up, but I think they got it at 3-2 with them going back to New York. So we'll see what happens. The Yankees and the Guardians, they play Game 5 tonight. Yankees are up 3-1, but no series is over until it is over. It's looking like we on a crash course for LA and the Yankees to meet in the World Series, a matchup of both league MVPs with Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. But it ain't over until it's over. So we'll see what the Mets and Guardians have to do to kind of extend this championship series.
Yeah, I'm keeping on short too because a lot of what I want to say, Trevor already said it. So I just say, like, I think in sports, a lot of times you want your from a revenue perspective, you want your two biggest markets in your sport to play. And I think right now, to Trevor's point, you're on the brink of that. You have what is the LA Dodgers and the fan base that comes with that, and understand they're in LA, and you have the New York Yankees, who have Aaron Judge. The Dodgers have Shohei Ohtani, and those two alone they put together really two really good performances in this past season that's been pretty historic. So I think you just want to see that for another 7 more games on this biggest stage. And I think if you're baseball, that's what you want as well as you try to continue to grow your sport. So I think that's the World Series that I would like. That's the World Series that I think that baseball wants. So hopefully we can get it, and we can get two baseball's biggest stars on the biggest stage.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Anything else, guys?
Yeah,
we good. We good on baseball, man. That's
cool, man. Let me see where we at. Let me see. We damn near can almost wrapping this thing up, man. Great pod so far. Everybody listening. If you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, Sharky. I'd welcome a Subway Series.
New York World Series.
Mets versus Yankees. That actually would be lit.
New York getting lit.
Yeah, that jump would be lit.
You're getting lit. Again, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, keep commenting. Everybody that's doing it so far, appreciate it. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, man. Speaking of New York, let's get into some hoops talk and why I think that the New York Knicks will have a great NBA season. No, we don't have to bore y'all. Of course, Three the Hardaways here on the pod as well. But the gentlemen also have some great hoops in depth as well. What are you guys looking forward to the most this NBA season, Trevor and Lito?
I'll try to have one for each conference.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And I'll start out east, and I hope I'm not taking nobody's idea. But when will the national media start putting some respect on the Orlando Magic? That's one of the things that I'm looking forward to this season. The Orlando Magic, of course, has pretty much did a complete 180 since Paulo Banchero has arrived. So we know what you're getting out of him. Franz Wagner has been everything and more for that team as well. They actually got to the playoffs this past season. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, they were a 5 seed and took Cleveland to the brink. Unfortunately, they came up short. So I wonder, is Orlando going to be that next hot young team that the national media kind of flocks towards? Just like they did with the Grizzlies when Ja arrived, just like what they're doing currently with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and even with the Minnesota Timberwolves once Ant-Man arrived. I do agree they do need to they probably do need to get better on the perimeter. They probably need to get some better shooters, but I still think this Orlando team got a lot to say, and I think they're gonna make some noise again this upcoming season.
I like that.
I think you had 2 points, Trevor.
I was gonna let everyone go around, but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, go ahead and make your second one because I only have one. Honestly, it's only one thing that I want. So,
so I'll go out west. So out west, it is really a lot that you can really look forward to. Man, it is so much going on out west.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
You can't just pick one.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
Well, we know we ain't picking the Clippers. There you go.
Somebody got some sense.
That's the label for you too.
I'm on a podcast with somebody get that thing for themselves. Shout out $3.
Man, it is literally, honestly and truthfully, because there's like there's no definitive favorite out west except for probably the Mavs. Because they got most of their running back, most of their team, and they added Klay Thompson. And then it's everybody else. I'm somebody else go because I'm really struggling to come up with one. It's so many.
Well, no, I guess I help you because I guess I have 2 things. One of my biggest one is like, what is the West and who's going to win it? I think that's the biggest storyline, in my opinion, of the NBA season. Understanding how deep the West is, and you go top to bottom, and you really try to figure out, okay, like who are the really good teams and who are the really bad teams, and your list of really good teams is a whole lot longer than your really bad teams, right? How many? Like, there's maybe I don't even think there's a full handful of bad teams in the West, right? So if you're in the West, if you're the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Wolves, whatever the case may be, like you got to come ready every single night because there's going to be, there's going to be competition. And if you go on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, you could probably drop 2 or 3, 2 or 3 spots in the standing. So it's going to be a really good season just because, like, I just think there's so much talent out West, and there's no, to your point, Trevor, there's no clear definitive winner that you can say before the season starts, like, hey, this team is going to win. I think if you ask all 3 of us, we could all give you a different answer in terms of who's going to be standing at the end of the day as the Western Conference Finals champion. Like, that's a lot. But my second thing is, and it's the only thing that I want for the NBA season, is I want a really good deep playoff run by the Grizzlies. That's what I want. I want a relatively healthy season where they win 50+ games, where I see a lot of John Moran, I see a lot of Des Bane, I see a lot of Triple J. I want to see a lot of Zach Edey. I want to see who's going to step up and be that wing defender that everybody on Grizzlies Twitter cannot seem to agree on, right? Like,
when can they ever?
Never. But that's what I want. I want them to make a deep run. I want them to have a really good season. I want them to be healthy. I want them to at least make the Western Conference Finals. After that, I would care less. I would prefer them to win it, make it to the finals. It is what it is, but that's what I want, bro. I just want, as a Memphis fan, to be able to attach to something that's having a good season and not be let down at the end of the season. That's what I want. I want to be able to go to the FedEx Forum. I want to hear whoop that trick, 1,000 times for the season. I want to go on Beale Street, after a playoff game and be turned up with my 901 crew. So that's what I want, bro. It ain't too much I want basketball gods, but please give the Grizzlies please give them a healthy season so we can have a deep run in the playoffs.
You hear that answer? You hear that answer? The answer? Come on, man.
if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. That's how I feel.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Look at us talking about God and weed on the same podcast. That's exactly how.
That's what you the Most High Pie, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go.
I'm with you, Lito. I think that, of course, I got Ja winning MVP or definitely close to it. For sure, just to go on a run and just to remind people of who he is. Like I said, he's been sitting back chilling, watching everybody, and okay, he about to remind the league who he is. So, hot take. Shout out to Samurai Nation. I got yes, sir. We here.
Hey,
think
that's not as hot as a take as you
that happens though. Again, to
only because we live in Memphis.
If that happens, they had to have had a really good season.
Mm-hmm. So, and with the playoffs, like I'm excited to see. I got us either winning, losing in the first round or losing in the Western Conference Finals. There's no in between for me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's all about
that's just how I feel.
It's all
and y'all, Grizz Nation, y'all know how I feel when it comes to this. I'm 9 times out of 10 right. Either we're gonna lose in the first round or we're gonna lose in the Western Conference Finals. Whichever one, I have no idea, and that's one of the things I'm most excited to see. Bro, you are with me because again, I don't understand how people don't see the Timberwolves gotten better. They got better with the trade. Wait to see. They're going to be faster. Ant-Man may actually average the 28, 29 points. I want to see him because they're going to be pushing the tempo. You ain't got nobody that's just going to be waiting there to shoot. You got a bench player in Dante DiVincenzo. I mean, yeah, but Randall is more versatile than Cat. And I'm ready to see, again, I'm expecting, that's one of the three as well. I got 3 things. Second was, I want the Timberwolves to show that they're a lot better than people give them credit for. They were the number 1 seed last year or tied with it, and they got better with the trade, straight up. So I'm excited to see that. I do want to see and Ja in the West Conference Finals. Of course, I'm going to roll with the homie from Memphis, but again, that'll be super fun to watch. And number 3, can we get the Milwaukee Bucks, the Buck out of here? Can we get the Bucks the Buck out of here?
Can we get the Milwaukee Bucks out of here?
Can we get the Bucks out of here, bro?
Please.
Can we get the Bucks out of here? It's time. It's time. I've been asking for this for years. I ain't been wrong yet. For some reason, y'all still vote Giannis as a top 3 player in the league. I don't get it. Cool, whatever. Can we finally get the Bucks a Buck out of here? Please. Please.
I think that'll be I don't think it'll be relatively easy considering who the head coach is for the Milwaukee Bucks. That won't be hard.
All right.
Who, Rondo?
I actually now it's just talking. I got my West joint now because I didn't want to do the obvious one with the Grizzlies, but
give it a buck.
There's of course there are some teams that are going to be, I think, outside of maybe the Portland Trailblazers, who are obviously in a full rebuild. There's like a bevy of teams you can say from like maybe 5 to 10 that can like really seriously make some noise. And for me is which one of these younger teams, because they're just between the Rockets, who were actually pretty formidable last season, but they just fell apart. San Antonio, obviously with Wemby and them getting Chris Paul, is going to be huge for them because Wemby now got somebody who knows where he needs to be and they can actually throw him the ball. Between those two and Sacramento, I'll put them down there as well. Who is going to step up and actually take one of those spots out west? Because I think Minnesota still is going to be formidable. Oklahoma City still is going to be there. Obviously, Dallas is going to be there. You know those 3. The Lakers I kind of put in that mid tier as well. I think the Clippers take a step. I think the Clippers take a step back. I think
a step.
Just one. I think they take it. Yeah.
Okay, just one.
Yeah. I think the Clippers are done.
Somebody putting the good taste. James Harden gonna cook. Hell no.
Yeah, no. Y'all think y'all getting Houston Rockets, James Harden? Hell
actually, no.
Y'all fraternity brothers think otherwise. Y'all brothers think otherwise.
Not you excluded yourself from that.
I'm out of that one. I'm out of y'all got it on this one. Nope.
I said them damn iotas. Those goddamn iotas.
Goddamn centaurs. Make sure I got some piss ready for me.
We got you, bro. Nah, because like we talk about this with the NFL. They're just like some franchises that are just cursed, bro. Like,
Browns.
and the Clippers are one of those franchises. And you know the worst thing about it is not only all this is happening with them going into their new arena, they don't even own their draft pick next year. So they owe their draft pick to Oklahoma City. So
So they can't even get Cooper.
No, they won't be able to get Cooper Flag because they owe their pick to go Oklahoma City from the, if I'm not mistaken, the Paul George trade.
Hey, bro.
Yo, okay, Sam Presti, you done it again.
Sam Presti does it again, bro. I
You
swear.
done it, you slide dog. Oh,
Hey,
man.
but one more real quick though. I'm
That's
a
tough.
little concerned about the Houston Rockets though. No cap. Like something
Really?
about that.
I think they're gonna do good.
I think they should do well.
I would honestly stay tuned, bro, because they got a lot. They got a lot.
Should do well, but it's something about that just does not feel right. And maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe, you know, because Jalen Green doesn't get a contract extension. Maybe because Alfred Sengun doesn't get an extension. I feel that way about that. And again,
I'm with you because someone's telling me if you haven't extended them by now, one maybe even, and if both of them are gone, Jesus Christ, I take back everything I say about the Rockets if that's the case. But one of them is going to be moved for somebody major because they got the cap space, they got the assets to do it. I think they're playing it close to the chest right now. I think a big move is coming.
I mean, and again, maybe that helps them. It just for me, something about this situation just that team does not feel right. I may be completely wrong.
They need another big time guy. They need another big time vet that can probably help push them over the top to maybe get in the playoff picture. But yeah, that to your point, Scott, the fact that Sengun and Jalen Green haven't had an extension yet, that kind of scares me.
Yeah, maybe they should move off of Van Vliet in some form or fashion. Well, good luck with that because they big a contract. But I just maybe
they actually need a point guard, so I think he sticks around. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. It was rumored last season. I don't know if it's still. I don't know if it got any traction. It was rumored last season that somebody from Phoenix might be heading to Houston, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So,
yeah. I mean, I think they should be good. Like, there's evidence that's there. The talent's there. The coaching is there. It's something about that. Just
something's missing. It's something missing. Something is missing.
It just doesn't feel right.
And real quick, Mike, what the hell is a good bad team? what is a good bad team?
Basically,
that sounds like
in the play-in.
That sounds like me.
Mid, okay.
Yeah, it's really mid. They're gonna be.
He said, "This all you got?"
That's all. Yeah, I'm good, man. Oh man, I'm interested to see how to.
I said, "No, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm straight. I'll wait." Oh
put
man,
the podcast off, man. That's funny.
I'm ready to see the Warriors as well, man. I'm interested in seeing they're gonna have to make a move as well. Trevor, I said on 3 the hard way. I gave you your credit, bro. I think you're right.
As far as what
the dynasty being like over now. Because
you finally it's not that it was over. I always just say, like, history has shown it always ends ugly. Like it never ends gracefully. It's either because
somebody's gonna get feelings hurt.
So yeah, because everybody eventually got to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
You either that happens or somebody who if you keep the playoff window open, someone who you are typically better than usually comes in and wipes the floor with you, and that's the worst evidence to have there. So yeah, it's the Warriors had their run.
It was fun.
It was fun.
But
all good things got to come to an end, and I felt that it did a couple years. I think when they lost to the Lakers, I think that was 2023, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was evidence for me.
I just don't. I've come to the realization when I realized, do I really want Steve Kerr coaching this team for the future? And I think that they peaked, and I think it's time to move on. And that was a part of, the dynasty's ending. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized that, I'm like, damn.
And the messed up part about it is he could have kept it going if he'd have just played his young guys. if he had more faith in his young guys, he could have kept it going. But hey, we'll see.
Or
Or if he would have told KD, "Nah, we not trading your ass. Sit your ass down here, get healthy, and he's gonna be here." But that's neither here.
No, KD had one foot out the door after that.
Yeah, I know. I'm guessing. Y'all got anything else, man? Great time here with y'all, good people. Any trolling knowledge y'all feel like trolling? Oh, I do got a trolling now. Okay, I want to give credit to a guy that I'm not gonna say disrespected because he showed flashes, especially when he was a quarterback on my team. And that guy is Sam Darnold. I want to give respect to the 5-0 Vikings. And I want to say that by the end of the season, they will remain the top 5 team in the entire NFL. Trolling on.
Sheesh. Top team in the NFC.
No. I said they're going to remain top 5 in the NFL period. Right
the entire NFL.
Okay.
Right now they're 5-0. They're tied with the Chiefs. And honestly, like Justin Jefferson and Sam Darnold are a match made in heaven, if you want to be completely honest.
Well, I think this is one of those scenarios where you say coaching matters, right? Like you can have all the talent in the world, but God, I thought about his name and then I forgot that fast. The coach for the Vikings, Kevin something. Anywho, the coach for the Vikings.
I can't remember.
Jesus Christ, man, that just slipped my mind. But he's a really good coach, a really good offensive mind, and I think that's why you're
Kevin O'Connell.
There you
go. Yeah.
I think that's why you're seeing Sam Darnold play at a pretty decent level, right? Again, no shade to, but the Carolina Panthers clearly didn't have the coach, the Jets. Well, I mean, the Jets either, right?
It's neither.
We had a broken rule here.
Sorry, but no, I think coaching matters, and you see that with Kevin O'Connell, and you see how he's scheming to make help Sam Darnold, make the plays that he's making, get Justin Jefferson the ball, who's at the end of the best wide receiver in the league. But also, again, that defense led by Brian Flores, who I told the Steelers to keep on the freaking.
Yeah, that should have been. He should have been our defense coordinator, bro.
Brian Flores is one of the better defensive minds. He's one of the better defensive minds in the league. And you see that with how well he's helping that defense play. So in my opinion, that's not a troll by the Vikings being a top 5 team in the NFL at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think they have they matched up with the Lions yet? I don't think so.
I think that's tomorrow.
I think it is tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's tomorrow. Yeah,
I got you.
I will
tomorrow.
That is tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm gonna be wild. Hey,
I will say troll for right now.
Okay.
I gotta see them in a. I'm trying to think. Have they even? Maybe they played the Bears. I can't recall if they even played a division game yet, or have they? If they have they played someone formidable? I mean, everyone
beat the Texans.
Okay, they beat the Texans. I'll give them that, and they've beaten who was in front of them. So I mean, you have to give them credit where credit is due.
I feel like they played really too.
They played the 49ers. They beat the 49ers.
There you go.
Yeah,
come on.
I'm giving them their credit.
They beat the Packers.
Okay, so they went over the Packers.
That's three. Was that the Packers with Jordan Love though?
I was just like, was it with Jordan Love?
It was 31-29. So I'm gonna assume, and yes, Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Oh yeah, because they were blowing them out. Blowing them out.
I'm gonna say troll until after tomorroar. I need to see them. I need to see them against Detroit. And it may actually work out in their favor because Detroit lost Aiden Hutchinson, who's probably going to be out the rest of the year with his injury. Godspeed to him. But let me see that matchup as well. If Minnesota can come out and play formidable against Detroit, I'm not sure if it's in Minnesota or at Detroit. Regardless, I think that should be a good game. That's one definitely circled on the schedule for tomorrow. I'll say troll, but if they take care of business tomorrow, I definitely will be on here. Not next week because it's homecoming, but the following week, giving them their flowers. So I'll say troll for right now.
Yep. And we should do power rankings when we come back.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I bet. Appreciate y'all. Great podcast. Let me see. Summers Nation said you realize Draymond. Hey, DM me, man. I know all about the Warriors. Goodness gracious. I know.
That's my guy. So I'll put him. He actually plays 2K with me. He doesn't have it right now, but when he gets it, he's gonna be running with us. So
go on, hop on, man. Season 2 just started.
Yeah, he's A troll and all is trying to cook in my head, but I let's just keep it moving.
It'll hit you when a pot over. That's normally what
That's what's going. That's what's gonna be the worst. I was like, hey, then that's gonna come to me as soon as we done. I'm like, damn.
Bad. Again, NBA season start Tuesday, man. My favorite time of year. We're gonna get it going for sure. Again, appreciate y'all for rocking with us. If you ain't already, again, like, comment, subscribe already. Make sure you go ahead and do so. Make sure y'all tap in with the other pods as well on the network. Again, 3 the Harder Way. We will be recording Monday. And we're gonna have a guest. I believe Cap is supposed to be joining us. Cap already coming, so that's gonna be a fun one.
Ooh, that's gonna be to watch out. Get your victory lap on for the Clippers, bro.
I don't need a victory lap for them bums. It's sometimes you just gotta just chill and be like, all right.
Bombs, bro.
It's sometimes you gotta go, all right, I'm good, on to the next. And then there are sometimes where you gotta go, I'm finna retweet you and tell your mama, hey, what's going on?
Speaking of the Clippers, my troll and all just came.
Hey, what's
finally?
Up,
all right. It is not even about the Clippers. It's about someone who used to play for the Clippers. But troll or no, the Philadelphia 76ers will be a playing team.
I can't say a play-in team, but I know where you're going with it, and I know why.
Paul George is gonna miss some time. We know it's almost as given as paying taxes in the Bible that Joel Embiid is gonna miss some time.
Well, Joel Embiid
say that's my saving grace.
I'm done with y'all niggas.
Say he ain't playing.
I ain't giving. I'm making sure I'm good for the play. I want a ring.
Now, granted, they gonna mean too much of shit, but hey. I'm gonna say no, just because I don't have a reason. I big fan of Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's gonna ball out for sure. I think whenever Paul George, when Paul George does play, he is a pretty good contributor to a team.
Yeah.
So as long as it's not the playoffs. So yeah, I think they'll be a top 6 seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't have that much confidence in a lot of teams in the East. So there's that.
I got them being still a top 5. I think even without Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond coming into that lineup, still just rebounding and defending, and get Tyrese Maxey the ball, get out the way. I think they got the depth as well. When you talk about, he ain't top 10 no more, but he's still Kyle Lowry. Shout out to my guy Kyle Lowry, and then Reggie Jackson as well. Hey, you got 2 guards on the depth. I'm just talking depth wise. I'm just talking depth. You still got, again, Paul George, who I think will play more games than he said he's not gonna do the half. That's BS. He's gonna play half the games. But again, when this team is ready to hoop without Joel Embiid, is what I'm trying to say. And I think with that being said, they'll still be a top 5 seed. But I get what you're saying, where they'll just be a playing team. And honestly, I think they probably go with the Heat syndrome, Trev. I think what you're saying is like just get to the playoffs and let's be healthy. And I think that may result in being a play-in, which could also happen too.
Yeah, but the Heat don't really start playing for real till January. So
and with Joel's, I ain't gonna say it's bound to happen. He's gonna do all this resting in the regular season just to get injured in a play-in game. It felt like it happens all year. It felt like the script is scripted, and we know what it is. We got the command. We trust who the players say they are.
Somebody shows you who they are.
Yes, believe them.
Believe them.
The late great Maya Angelou said that, and God, that is ringing true.
So yeah, but that's a good troll. Not a troll. That's a good question.
Okay.
Let me see. We got one more finals. Is Heat versus Wolves? Jimmy get his ring. Jimmy needs some help.
Yeah, Jimmy needs a lot of help.
Jimmy low-key got to help himself.
That's who.
Well, that too.
He got to look be better.
Yeah, Pat kind of screwed that up. We're just gonna keep it a buck. You could have came off of Tyler Hero and got Dame, but that's another topic for
another day. And now Dame is dying in Milwaukee with
not dying.
I'm sorry, Dame. Anyway, again, 3 the Harder Way coming at y'all Monday.
Whoa.
What we got?
Another set of flowers. I forgot. Even though
my cousin, my bad cousin
made his way back onto the court. I don't know how we went the whole show and forgot about that, man.
Hey, Samurai, hey, thank you, dog. Shout out to my cousin.
We gotta link up soon, bro. We gotta link up soon. Yeah. just seeing Lonzo Ball being back on the NBA basketball court just brought complete joy, man. It's getting him out of Chicago because I don't know what the hell Chicago is doing right now, but yeah, it's good seeing Lonzo back on there.
Hey man, when you got a lot of things on your mind, you just saying shout out to cousin, man. Shout out to cousin Ball. I hope he makes the 30 games so he can get traded.
Yeah.
Anything else? He said he back on 2K. All right. Shit, hit me up. Let's get it. Get that LBR gaming going. I'm telling you, that's another bag. But again, 3 the Hardaway coming at you tomorrow, Monday, excuse me. Genius Report, make sure y'all tap in with that on the pod. Ryan, appreciate you rocking with us in the comments as well. Damian Adams, keep sending the messages to me and keep putting out content. The world needs it. And of course, LBR gaming with Trev, we're gonna release that footage of us getting dubs.
Trev, the Alien Brothers, bro. We getting buckets.
Edit again, man. Edit again, man. Make sure y'all hit us up again. LBR_media is where you can find us on everything, all platforms instead of Threads. Why do you have one? I am again your highly favorite host. Emphasis on the word high and favored. Tam Shakir is where you can find me on all platforms again. Fellas, happy Saturday. What y'all got?
Yeah, happy Saturday, man. Blessed and highly favored. Riding high on the greatest drug of all, which is sports. I'm at the Art of Trevor on Twitter. You know what not to do with because it's a preposition. And you see it here.
At _Scarlett on Twitter. It's good night season. It's getting cold outside, so it's time to wrap up and put your big boy boots on. So Game 5 WNBA Finals is on Sunday. Steelers and Jets is on Sunday. Lord Jesus, it's gonna be an interesting day tomorrow. But sports is at an all-time high. So good talking with y'all about it.
Yes, sir. All minds clear. Let's get on out of here, man. Again, appreciate y'all. Continue to like, comment, and again, subscribe, man. Tell the homies what the dopest pod that is, man. Everybody in the comments, appreciate y'all. Without further ado, man, we ain't gonna be here next week again. We're gonna be out, turning the F up, but that's neither here and there.
We'll be back. We'll be back regularly starting the following week. I guarantee you. So
we good. We got y'all. We got y'all. We'll be well rested and ready to provide the content that y'all know and love. And again, y'all stay safe out here. Happy Saturday, and peace out.
Peace.